But when I really got to know about Islam is in year 2009. So at that time I was like, maybe a lot of people talking about, people, what social media said about Islam, terrorists and all that. So I was like, okay, maybe Islam is like that.
Assalamualaikum. In this episode of Muslim Revert Diary, we are going to meet one lady who became Muslim only after a week learning about Islam. Let's meet her.
Okay, hi, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Amira binti Abdullah, and I am born and raised in Seremban.
So, what is your background?
I study in Chinese school, and even the secondary I study here in a Chinese school as well. So after that, I was working with MAS for 7 years. Malaysia Airlines, for 7 years, and currently actually I'm teaching in a college, aviation college.
Okay.
And so along the way I teach Mandarin as well.
老师你好。
你好。
When did you first encounter about Islam?
Living in Malaysia, we heard about Islam, or we look at Islam as we know Islam since we are, kid. I think I know about Islam since I'm a Malaysian. I live in Malaysia, but when I really got to know about Islam is in year 2009. So at that time I was like, maybe a lot of people talking about, people, what social media said about Islam, terrorists and all that. So I was like, okay, maybe Islam is like that. But the Islam in Malaysia maybe is different. The Islam in Malaysia is like peaceful. We preach, different thing than the social media portray. So when I really got into know about Islam, because in year 2009 I was literally very sad about my elder brother passing. So at the time there was a servant of Allah. He said, so please don't be sad. He said everything happened for a reason. It's all written by God, and He had a plan for all of us, and that's why maybe whatever things happen, that we are sure given the strength to go through this. So I was like, okay, so it's just you say, or really you said God say, so where's the proof? So he said he actually introduced, like in the Holy Quran say, in the Hadith say. So I was like, okay, that's quite
comforting.
Quite comforting and quite different than what I thought Islam was. I started to ask about Islam to the institute here. There will be a center, and a lot of I think people know more about Islam there. So I went there and I asked a lot of questions about Islam. I did my own research, and I keep asking a lot of questions. That's what I always say. Maybe I ask about 10,000 questions before I really become a Muslim. One day, so these ustads actually say, why you have so many questions from 9 up to 5? You can keep asking questions. So I was like, because I'm unclear, so I need to ask to get confirmation and to be reassuring myself, as small as why Muslim cannot eat pork, why Muslim can't touch the dog, and a lot more. So the Ustad said, why not you come to one of our course? The course takes you 5 days. I said, well, that's a lot. I only have 3 days off. So he said, but if you come to this course, you can ask as much question as you want, I was like, wow, that's a lot of time to ask questions. I made that decision. I went there and I participate in the course. I actually make a decision to take emergency leave to complete the course. After that, I really think that I am so ready to be a Muslim, but it still take me a while after the course. Maybe take me about a week. After a week, I actually can't wait to be a Muslim, and I can't sleep at night. I can't really describe that feeling. The feeling of scared, the feeling of if I don't do it now, then when? Anxious, a lot of different mixed feelings. So after maybe a week, I make the decision to take my first shahada to become a Muslim. Subhanallah. So that is a little bit back in year 2009. before I become a Muslim, there is, because like I told you just now, I asked a lot of questions in the class. The ustad said during darurat, that means when you have no choice, you can actually eat pork. I was like, okay, so the statement is a little bit different. So I was like, why? So because if you don't eat, if that will, you know, harm your life. Basically, I don't eat because even before I become a Muslim. I think basically me myself, I don't do enough. Everyone are not doing enough. If we have the state of thinking that we're doing enough, so we will not do more. I think we all doing not enough. We have to send out the right message. I think we should do more. Yeah, we should do more as a Muslim in Malaysia. Because the majority of the Muslim in Malaysia is Malay, so a lot of time that we will confuse about the culture of Malay and Islam. If you are interested, or if you already you know, just converted, become a Muslim, I think a lot of time you can ask. I think you can ask around to the right people. Of course, to the right people. Don't just ask one person, or don't just get one answer. Be open-minded to receive and to analyze. Don't just like, I trust these people and you know, I just going to follow whatever is said. Because as a Muslim, we should always remind ourselves, we should follow the Quran and Sunnah, not just the people. Because if you follow the people, we are all human, we make mistakes. Always go back to Quran and Sunnah. That will bring us a long way.